welcome to a review of a Jaguar F-Type V6 S. It's an extremely lucky day for me to be able to drive in this car, and I am absolutely fantastic fun. Comes with a 380 horsepower engine, which you might know about. Sort of the sweet spot in the range, the V6S. What I think might put people off that car is Jaguar do offer a much more powerful V8 engine with something like 542 brake horsepower, which makes it hellishly fast. And believe me, I've been in one, it is hellishly fast. But people forget 380 horsepower is a lot of horsepower, and it's enough for a sports car. And trust me, it never fails to excite. You can be having so much fun with 380 horsepower, and it'll be too much for a lot of people. It's sometimes too much for me. Obviously, the looks of this car are, in my opinion, absolutely superb. I think it's a brilliant looking car. Even at 4 years old now, it's still crack on. Obviously, looks are subjective, so you might not think the same. That's up to you. You'll have to make your own decision about whether you like the look of it or not. But driving around, I can't tell you a lot of other people find it good looking, because it turns a lot of heads. So it's good if you like attention. The car's got the performance to fire you down an A road if you want to. Not as much as the V8 one would. The V8 one absolutely hauls you down an A road, and that straight line front is just so impressive. This one doesn't quite have that. It is still great fun in a straight line, but the real fun is when you're on a B road with some twists and turns, and really there, I cannot see the difference between the V8 and this. They just, because you'd be up and down on the throttle all the time, you know, you're never going to be able to put all that power down, unless you're really good, which I'm not. So this would definitely be enough for me. And if you're not a racing driver, you're just, you know, an everyday guy who likes driving and wants a nice car, this is a pretty good one for you. And even if you are worried about going a bit too fast, but you still like to go and enjoy yourself, this car is very rewarding and very good fun to just drive, even at a half speed. You know, as soon as it drops that cog and that exhaust starts firing up into its earthy bellow, you just, oh, it's so exciting, even if you're not going very fast. The gearbox is excellent, even though it's a single clutch, it is rapid fire. It feels quicker than some of the DSG boxes I've used. The interior, I love it because it's minimalist. There's like a lot less going on, it's much less distracting, very neat and tidy. I like that. A lot of the buttons have got like more than one use, which it isn't complicated, you can learn it straight away, but it reduces the number of buttons. One or two bad points, you may already know about these. The boot is rather small. I can get a weekend bag in. Can't get my girlfriend's weekend bag in though. She takes a bit more stuff than me, so maybe we could play that. Also, when she was in the other day, she wanted to take a coat off, and because it's a convertible, there's like no space behind the seats to just chuck your coat, so there isn't a lot of cabin room further than yourselves, basically. There's some like little cubby holes, a cup holder and a holder here and a holder there, and the glove box where you can get smaller items away, like your phone and wires and things. The sun visors as well, and that's absolutely terrible. They're tiny. Just about do the trick there though. I shouldn't have cursed them, they work. Some people complain that this ride isn't very compliant. For me, as a young bloke, I guess, it's fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. If you're a bit older and you've got joint problems or something, I don't know, maybe it's harder for you. Can't tell you that one, sorry. But it feels fine to me. It's soft-ish. But you know, it's a sports car. You expect a hard ride. You know, if you get in a sports car and it's soft, you think, oh, it's going to be woolly in the corners, isn't it? A few of the little switches are funny. Like this one doesn't have it, but on some models you can get the switchable exhaust, so you can make more noise to annoy your neighbours. I kind of like that. Also, there's a button to move the spoiler up and down. Not really sure why you would want to do that. I mean, it does it itself when it needs it. So I think the only reason you would want to do it is to show off. Ooh, look, I've got a spoiler. And now I don't. slightly wetter day like today, you have got to be a little bit careful with that accelerator pedal. 380 horsepower is a lot of horsepower going to two wheels, so you do have to be progressive on the pedal, which you should be. That's proper technique. But you ain't going to be able to slam the power on and hold yourself out of it in a situation when it's a bit damp. You more or less can when it's dry. The other pedal, the brake pedal, it's got excellent feel, very strong, very progressive, which is what I like as well. I hate it when you get a brake pedal which just slams a load of force on, and as soon as you go anywhere near it, you know. When you compare this car with its competitors, on performance-wise, on paper, it's not going to look the strongest. But this is the way I look at it. If you buy a car just for its performance, one day, which it'll actually be quite soon, it won't get very long, it won't be the fastest anymore, and there'll be something else that's faster. If you buy something which doesn't necessarily proclaim to be the fastest, then you don't really have to worry about that, because you know you didn't buy it to be the fastest car anyway. This will always be fun. Sure, someone might invent a car that's more fun. Fair enough if they do, but this is fun, and is that not what you want in a car? I mean, if you want a racing car for racing, all that matters is the lap times, you know, and this isn't a racing car, it's a road car. That isn't timing, and speed isn't the be all and end all. This is plenty fast. I think even if you're used to driving a faster car, you will find this still highly entertaining. Mazda MX-5, not that fast, great fun. This, a bit like that. Really, it's more about being seen and being heard. Like a lot of cars now, it can come in different driving modes. So the sporty one, the sport mode if you like, is what they Jaguar call dynamic mode. There's a little rocker switch on here, which is kind of cool. Switch it, and it says dynamic mode confirmed, and all the dials go red. And that rocker switch is like flipping the back switch, because like in the back of the wheel. Sports car, not racing car. even at that half pace, when you're not trying as hard as you could, it's still rewarding, it's still complicating, it's still really nice to drive. So maybe if you're not really a confident driver, but you like it, you like driving, this could be great for you. Visibility is also good. Again, sports car, it's low but not super low. It's still usable every day, you can see out of junctions. That's fine. Isn't it strange a machine can put such a smile on your face? Oh, if there's ever a reason to get a car, if it can do that, I mean, come on. Turbochargers, yeah, they get you lights will really stop you when you undo as well. I didn't have to talk to you on the camera, I would have the roof down as well. Because it's there, you use it. You know. And it looks great.